Hi, welcome back to All About the Alternative. Some of you know me also as the Gadget Lady Canada, and one of the reasons for that is because it sort of was a nickname that kind of stuck because I had a lot of gadgets. And of course, slowly over time on my channel here I am trying to dole some of them out and show some of them. Last year I did a video that was all about rechargeables. And you know how I love those rechargeables. I often mention that whenever I'm showing some other device that is a rechargeable. But yeah, last year I showed one that was all about if you had to get like a bug out bag or an emergency kit. This was a great one that you could use and take with you on the go. I have another one that I actually regret not including in that video, so I'm going to do it today. This one is called the RAVPower, and it's a company that has a lot of rechargeable items out there to use for different uses. This one is actually really great. I actually use it when I'm traveling because I use it for my CPAP machine, and I'm going to tell you all about it and what I do with it. Stick with me. I'll be right back and I'm going to tell you all about this item. Hi. So last year I told you all about some of the rechargeables that I use. They actually are great if you have to get into an emergency situation where you have to take something with you. And I had this one here, which is a solar powered one. It also has the wireless recharging as well, so you just put your phone on top of it and it'll charge. But it also has the USB cable connections here. It also has a USB-C connection. It also has a micro USB. You can actually charge it from any of those as well. This was actually a great one. If you want to check out that video, you can also see that and learn more about this one. Today I'm doing a different one, but it also works with using the cables that I had. And of course you can use these magnetic rechargeables as well. So you just have to put on the different types that you need for it. You can use your iPhone, you can use your like the lightning cable, you can use your USB-C, and you can use the micro USB as well on any of these cables, and they're just a magnetic piece that goes into your device, and you just hook this up and it charges as you need to. And these are rapid charging as well, so they're one is a data cable, the other one is just a regular charging, and you can use them for any of that. So if you look at that video, I explained a little bit more about that. This is sort of a connection to that as well, because this device actually you can charge everything on the go as well, and it actually lasts a great amount of power. It's got 27,000 power on it as well, so you can use it quite a long time without having to recharge the actual device itself. It does come with a recharging plug, which is a proprietary plug. It's not something I actually recommend very often. It's a proprietary plugged item, but sometimes that can't be helped. That's just the way they make these things. Some newer ones might actually not have that. I think they do have the universal, but in this case this one here has a proprietary plug to recharge it. And you might be able to find one similar to that to use as well for a universal one, but this one does come with one, so that is really good. And of course, so what we basically have, now I have a CPAP machine that I use nightly, every single night, and so it's I have one for at home, I have one for the trailer, and I have one for when I'm traveling. And it's more beneficial for this for when I'm traveling, but if you had to in the middle of the night, your power went off in the house, you could use this. If you're in a situation where perhaps even camping, you need to have that. So this case here, this one is what I actually got because I needed it for camping. I needed it in a situation where I knew that I wasn't sure if I was going to have power available to where the bed was going to be. In such cases, like if you're going on a cruise, for example, unless you actually contact them ahead of time and let them know that you need a plug by the bed, if you haven't told them that, you actually are sometimes out of luck because they will not make arrangements for that. Even though they know that people do use CPAP machines, for some reason that's what they do. They just simply, they don't want you to have access to certain plugs. They might give you one that's maybe attached to a dresser, and in my case I actually had to have two long extension cords in order to use it on a cruise, or in some other situations too, where there just may not be a plug available to the bed. And so that's part of the situation. Well, in this case, you can take this with you. And so that's why I recommend this one here. And it basically is a very good little device. And so it's not very big. It's, it fits in my hands very easily enough that I can carry it somewhere. It's like a book would be about the weight of this. Maybe a dictionary would be about the weight of this. So it's not very heavy. You can take this on the go anywhere. It does have a case, as you saw, that you can carry it in your luggage if you're going somewhere. I recommend keeping this, actually, if you are traveling, you travel with this in the CPAP machine case. And all you have to do is just open it up, show them that that is a battery, and that you're carrying it on you with you. This is actually one of the ones that are as acceptable on airlines. So that's actually very helpful too. It's a very, very easy device. It has the recharging spot on the back of it here on one side, and on the other side you have two USBs. You also have a USB-C connection that you can use it for. But the bonus part is it also has a 3-prong plugged section as well. So it has a little on and off button here that you just press that on, and it will come on, and you'll see the light come on there, showing that the power is to this portion of it as well. So all you have to do is just plug whatever device it is, especially if it's a CPAP machine. On the actual device itself, it will show, you'll see that light up there. There are 8 little lights that show up and show how much power is it has and still available on it. In my case, when I used it, now I did turn off the humidifier on the CPAP machine. You may have to do that, and you get about 2 days worth of power out of this without having to recharge it. If you are using the humidifier, you might get your 8 hours, your standard 8 hours out of it, but you can still run your CPAP machine just as well with it, which is fantastic. Now the ones that you can get from, let's say, the CPAP outlets, the CPAP manufacturers have their own battery power backup sources. They're only good for CPAPs. You can't really use them for any other device. And so this one here, once you've you're going to use it for the night, you use it for the night, but then the following day you want to charge up your phone, you want to charge up your laptop or any other device, or just run a device so that you can keep it going when you're on the go. This works excellent for that. Takes a matter of a couple of hours of charging, and it's good to go for the next night. And like I said, in my case, I just turned the humidifier off on the CPAP machine, and I was actually able to use it for 2 nights without having to recharge it. In certain circumstances, you may find that you may want to do that. If you're camping, this is actually very easy to carry along for camping. It's not, like I said, it's not very heavy, so it's easy to carry along. There is actually comes with a little case that you can also keep it stored in as well. So you just put it inside that and close it up, and you can carry it wherever you're going as well. It comes with a USB, 2 USB micro cables. I believe it comes with a USB-C cable. It also comes with an iPhone cable as well. And if it comes with those, but if you have a specific proprietary type cable that you need for your own device, you just carry that along as well. And I just carry a little baggie inside that I put all of the extra cables in, and of course the manual. And every time I charge it up, I put a little card inside that I put the latest date that I had charged it up, so that I know when the last time it was fully charged. And so I'm good to go for the next time that I want to use it. And it's very versatile to use, and like I said, it's something you can carry with you, throw into an emergency bag if you needed to, and carry it somewhere. In the middle of the night, your power goes out, and you have to get your sleep because, you got to work the next day, even though the power's gone out, or whatever you got to do, wherever you are. You got to get your sleep. So you got to make sure your CPAP machine can always be run, and this is the one to go with to make sure that that's working. It's available on Amazon. I believe it's still available on eBay. That's where I got it. It was actually from Amazon. So, but RAVPower sells it itself from the actual RAVPower website, and so I'm sure that those can be found almost anywhere. So, I mean, I'm giving this a really good review at this point because I've used it for several years for different reasons and different things, and I regret not putting it into that video I did before last year. So this one gets its own video just for that reason. But this one is excellent for that. It's the RAVPower, and the model is the RP-PB055. And I believe there was a couple of other different versions of this same one. There is a UK version that you can use with the UK cables and things like that, different plugs. And if you have a universal plug, I actually wound up getting a universal plug because if you want to do going to some other traveling in that, for example, even if you're going on a cruise, you may need a different type of plug that you might need as well. So I always have that available for all my devices too. That's always a good thing to have, and make sure that it's always ready to go. So there's that. And hopefully that is something that you can use. If you've used something similar to this one, or you have the upgraded version, I believe the actual model number stayed the same, but if you have a different model number, put that in the comments too, and let everybody know about what you're using when you come to any situation that you have. I've got some other emergency ideas that's coming up as well in the future, so look for those, and hopefully you can give me a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody.